Very good morning, my dear students. Welcome to 8th, 12th accountancy class. So I hope that you are all safe. So last class we discussed about cash flow statement. Na? So today also we are going to discuss on cash flow statement. So you will take the NCERT book, okay, page number 285. See NCERT page number 285. We are going to discuss sum number 7. Okay. From the following balance sheet of Mohan Limited, prepare cash flow statement. That's some only now going to do. Okay. So last video we done it problem number 8. Na? So now we are going to discuss problem number 7. So the given balance sheet of Mohan Limited. So 2 years 2016 and 2017. Okay. So from that how we are done? See, first we want to draw Mohan Limited cash flow statement for the year ended 31st March 2017. Okay, particulars, you make it 2 column. Under that, Roman letter 1, cash flow from operating activities. Under that, you want to write net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so thereafter, we're going to discuss cash flow from investing activities. Then, you have to write Roman letter 3, cash flow from finance activities. So, in previous class, I said, now first you take one notebook. So, here you open cash flow from operating activities. Okay, leave the whole page because cash flow from operating activities we want to do the more work. Okay, similarly, second page you have to open cash flow from investing activities under give some space. Roman letter 3, cash flow from finance activity. Likewise, you want to draw. Okay, so now we are going to discuss one by one. Always as a cash flow statement. So what is the idea here? See, in our balance sheet they given cash opening balance how much? 90,000. So closing balance 30,000. However, cash opening balance 90,000 going to become 30,000. So that is the idea we are going to discuss now. Okay. For that, now we are going to discuss liability side first. Equity and liabilities. Okay. So shareholders fund. Under that, equity share capital. See they given. So 2016 it is 2 lakhs. Okay. Now 2017 equity share capital 3 lakhs. So we want to identify which activity. They are coming under operating activity or investing activities or cash flow from finance activity. As you know already, so share capital increased. Okay, so going to write where? So you have to write cash proceeds from issue of shares. How much? So 1 lakh, correct. So 2 lakh now become 3 lakh. So naturally we got money how much? 1 lakh. Okay, that's what our first discussion. Then moving for the reserves and surplus. Okay, what they given 2016 1 lakh 60,000 are going to become 2 lakhs. Okay, so where you want to write as a surplus, you know already. That's what want to under that net profit before tax and extraordinary item. So heading is what? Operating activities. Under that you have to write like this. So closing balance of surplus. How much? 2 lakhs. Okay. 2 lakhs. This opening balance of surplus. Okay, how much? 1,16,000. Okay, so we want to write outer column. This is the profit right now available. Okay. So that's for the first second one. Under that reserves and surplus. Okay, that's what. Just whatever our closing surplus, we're going to deduct our opening surplus. Okay. So thereafter, you want to know what is R and less. Here, what is that? So non-cash and non-operating items. Okay. So you have to give some space. So similarly here we are going to get what? Maybe operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, that's what we are going to get after the add and list whatever our non-cash items, then non-operating items. Okay, that's what. Now moving for the non-current liabilities, that is 2. Under that they given what? Note number 1. Long-term borrowings. See, to go to the page number 286, they are given. What is that? Long-term borrowings. So bank loan, 2016, 1 lakh, now become how much? 80,000. That means what? Your repayment of bank loan. So where you have to write? You have to write under finance activities. How to write? So repayment, a cash outflow. Okay, so repayment of bank loan. How much? 20,000. So within the bracket. Should be very careful. Okay. Should be very careful. Okay, so that's what the discussion here. Repayment of bank loan. Then next one. What is next one? See, current liabilities. Okay, so under that, they given trade payables for 2016 is 1,40,000. Now it become how much? 1,20,000. So trade payables now increased or decreased? So trade payables 140 become 120. So it is trade payable what? Where you have to write? After operating profit before working capital changes, under that, you know already, add. Okay, then less. So what is add for each understanding? Current assets, decrease of current assets, then increase of current liabilities. Similarly, current assets increased, current liabilities decreased. Okay, that's what. So now here we are going to discuss trade payables. So 1,40,000 become 1,20,000. So naturally what will happen? It is increased or decreased? So it is decreased. Okay, so we have to write where? Here, trade payables. Trade payables. Okay. So I said now always better write the amount. So how we have to write the amount? 140 minus 120. So here write amount 20,000 degrees. So 140 is what? That is our 2016. Okay, so 120 is 2017. So naturally current liability decrease, I return 20,000. Okay, so thereafter, see, we are going to discuss short-term provisions. That is note number 2. So they given 2086. Sorry, page number 286. See here what they given short-term provision. No short course number 2. Proposed dividend. So 2016 how much? 60,000. Then 2017 70,000. We already discussed this in our previous class. What is the proposed dividend for 2016? 60,000. So for example, so last year proposed dividend. We were going to pay that particular dividend for current year. Okay. So I am going to write what? Payment of dividend. Payment of dividend. So last year I am going to pay now. So how much 2016? They mentioned 60,000. Okay, so cash outflow within the bracket. So for 2017, see that is the provision for the current year. We are going to pay next year. So for that we are going to add here. Okay, add what? That is the proposed dividend. Provision for proposed dividend. So understood. This is 2017. Provision. So how much? 70,000. Now understood the logic here? Very simple. So whatever there are two dividend they given. 2016 dividend, they are shown as a payment of dividend under finance activities. Because last year dividend, we are going to pay current year. That's why it's a payment of dividend. Even though discussed in 2017, so that's what they were last year dividend, we are going to pay now 2017, 60,000 within the bracket. For current year dividend, that is the provision for the current year dividend. We are going to pay next year. That's why I am going to add again for my profit. Correct. To show the current profit. That's why net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So how much? 70,000. Understood. So simply, sorry. Previous year dividend, I am going to pay under finance activities. Current year provision dividend going to add under operating activities. under operating activities. Now understood. That's why the very important always proposed dividend should be very careful for understanding purpose. Okay. Then move for the next one. What is that? So we completed our liability side, correct? So we completed note number 1, note number 2. Now go for the non-current asset. So fixed asset. Here will be very important. So they given what is non-current asset. See, they given note number 2. They given 2 fixed assets. Last year 2016 4 lakhs. Then 2017 6 lakhs. There see less accumulated depreciation also they given. So 2016 80,000. Then 2017 1 lakh. For that we are going to prepare what? So whenever assets for the notes on accounts given. So what you are going to do? You want to open here what? Separately fixed asset account, accumulated depreciation account. Because adjustments also they given. See additional information they given. Machine costing 80,000 on which accumulated depreciation was rupees 50,000 was sold for 20,000. Now going to see how we are giving the effect for the adjustment. Before that, we want to open what? Fixed asset account and accumulated depreciation account. Okay. Now we are going to do so two balance brought down. How much? 4 lakhs. Okay. Similarly, by balance carry down. How much? 6 lakhs. Okay. So put like this. So one account open. Equal. Thereafter, accumulated depreciation also you want to open. How to do? That is the accumulated depreciation. We want to open this side. By balance brought down. How much? See here, 80,000. Should be very careful. 80,000 for 2016. So, to balance carried on how much? 1 lakh. Okay. So, likewise, now open the account. Okay. Now open the account. So, now we are going to do the adjustment. So, machine costing 80,000 on which accumulated depreciation was how much? 50,000. Sold for 20,000. See here the easy understanding. They given the depreciation, accumulated depreciation for particular machine. How much? So how to do posting here? I make it here to machinery account. Sorry, fixed asset. It's a fixed asset, no? Fixed asset. So two fixed assets. How much? 50,000 they given. Correct? That's what the journal entry, easy one. Accumulated depreciation accounted to fixed asset 50,000. So particular by particular sale of assets, what is the depreciation? By accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. How much? 50,000. Then how much is sold? Sold for how much? 20,000. I am going to write it here. That's what? So bank account data to fixed assets account. So by bank, how much? 20,000. So immediately I am going to write 20,000 where? So this is the sale of assets, 20,000. Immediately I am going to write it where? I am going to write here sale of fixed assets. Sale of fixed assets. How much? 20,000. That's what simultaneously you want to do. So this 20,000 I given effect here. Similarly, I given the effect for sale of fixed asset and the investing activities. How much? 20,000. Then see 80,000 worth of asset. So depreciation after 50,000. Just I am showing here. So cost is how much? 80. Okay. What is my depreciation? 50,000. So what is the 30,000 is what? At the time of sale of fixed assets, what is my asset value? 30,000. How much I sold? 20,000. Okay, 20,000. So what is my profit or loss? It is loss. So I am going to show it here first here. By loss on sale of assets. How much? 10,000. Similarly, this 10,000 I'm going to put it here. Correct? It's a non-cash, correct? So loss on sale of fixed assets. That's what simultaneously you want to do this work. So this 10,000 I shown as a here on the fixed assets account. By loss on sale of assets 10,000. Similarly, immediately I want to show under operating activities as a non-cash item, loss on sale of fixed assets 10,000. Similarly, bank I sold assets 20,000. Immediately I shown here sale of fixed assets. Okay. Now see carefully. Now I want to close fixed asset account first. See here what's the total here? 6,80,000. Correct? Here 6,80,000. So what is it balancing now? So that is called what? To bank account. That's what fixed assets account data to bank account. How much? 2,80,000. This is what? Nothing but purchases. Purchases of fixed asset. This is called what? Balancing figure. You put like this for highlighting. So the preparation of this fixed asset account, you find out what? 2,80,000 is what? Purchase of fixed asset. And that I am going to show again here. So purchase of fixed assets. Okay, purchase of fixed assets within the bracket. So money gone out. Correct. How much? 2,80,000 within the bracket. 2,80,000. You understood now? For this discussion. Now, depreciation you want to close. Here what is the amount? 1,50,000. Here also 1,50,000. So what is the balance in figure? 0, 70,000. Okay. 70,000. This is the balancing figure. See here. 70,000. That is called what? By statement in profit and loss account. Nothing but depreciation. Correct? So this depreciation I'm going to show where? That's what the here depreciation. Correct? Depreciation for fixed assets. How much? That's 70,000. That is the balancing figure here. The preparation of the accumulated depreciation. This is what my balancing figure put highlight like this. Correct? You understood now? So why we prepared fixed asset account and accumulated depreciation account? For fixed asset account, we found purchase of fixed asset. For accumulated depreciation account, we found how much depreciation we want to show in the profit and loss account. So again, why I am showing here, this is coming under non-cash item for depreciation. That's why again going to add operating activities for 70,000. Understood now? 70,000. Okay, that's why discussion for our asset side balance sheet for fixed assets and accumulated depreciation account. Okay. So now we are going for the liability side. We finished. Now we move for the asset side. Okay, the asset side and we discussed about fixed asset and accumulated depreciation according to done it. Now go for the next item. See, just one. Under the current assets, for the inventories they given. So 2016 inventory is 1,30,000. Increased for how much? 1,50,000. Okay. So where it will come? So maybe here current assets increased. So I am going for here. Okay. So what I have to write? Inventories. See here. Inventories. Inventory is how much? 130 become 1,50,000. Always write like this. 1,30,000 now become 1,50,000. So how much increase? 20,000. Okay. So inventory is over. Correct? Thereafter trade receivables. In coming for the trade receivables, move for the note number 4. They are given debtors and bills receivables. See, debtors 2016 1 lakhs now become how much? 60,000. So debtors increased or decreased? So debtors decreased or current assets decreased. So I am going to write it here. So debtors. How much? 1 lakh become 60,000. So 1 lakh minus 60,000. So how much? 40,000. Correct? So inner column 40,000. So my debtors current assets decreased. That's why I am adding. So previously inventories decreased for current assets. That's why I am deducting. Okay, that's what the idea here. Then bills receivables 2016 20,000 now become how much? 30,000. So increased. Similarly here bills receivables. See, bills receivable. How much? 20 become 20,000 become 30,000. So how much increased? Increased 10,000. Okay, so now finished. Now check it. So always after preparation of the cash flow statement should be very careful, especially for the additional information is given. For this problem, they given what? Additional information only for to prepare for the asset account, fixed asset account, accumulated depreciation account. So thereafter we done all everything, correct? Except our cash and cash equivalents, correct? That's what the note number 5. That's what the opening cash balance 90,000 and it going to become 30,000. Now we'll see now. Okay, so done it all, correct? You check it. Now we want to do what? How to do? You check it one by one. See here. As I add, what are the 3 items? Provision for proposed dividend, loss on sale of fixed assets 10,000, depreciation for fixed assets 70,000. So what a total here? So 80, 1,50,000. Correct? 0, so 8 plus 7, 15. So you have to total it here how much? 1,90,000. It's 1,50,000 plus 40, 1,90,000. That's what your operating profit before working capital changes. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to write it here. Okay. This is the operating profit before working capital changes. How much? 1,90,000. Now move for the our add-on list of our working capital changes. Correct? Here how much? So same manner 40,000. Okay? 40,000. So it become how much? 190 plus 40, 2,30,000. Thereafter, this all reduction item. Correct? Trade payables, inventories, bills receivable, all become how much? 50,000. Okay, so what is the balance available? 2,80,000. There is no space here. This is called what? Cash flow from operating activities, positive figure only. Okay, that should keep in your mind. Now coming for our cash flow from investment activities. So what is the net one? So negative figure 2 lakh. So 20,000, 2,80,000. So finally how much you get it? 2,60,000. Okay, that is how you have to write. This is called cash used in, okay, not flow, cash used in investing activities. Investing activities. Okay, thereafter my cash flow from finance activities. How much? Here also. So 1 lakh outflow 80,000. Our net amount is 20,000. That is what? This is cash flow. Positive figure, correct? Cash flow from financing activities. Financing activities. Understood? That's what our operating activities 2,80,000 positive figure. Our investment activities 2,60,000 cash outflow. That's why you have to write cash used. Okay, within the bracket. So cash outflow is more than cash inflow. That's why we will say cash used in investing activities how much? 2,60,000. We have to show within the bracket. That is very, very important. Thereafter, our cash flow from finance activities, say 20,000. It is also cash inflow is more than cash outflow. That's what our cash inflow is more than our cash outflow. That's why we get positive figure. Now what are going to do, you know very well. See, here I am clearing this. So what is our fourth Roman letter here? See, fourth what? Net increase in cash and cash equivalence. For what? Roman letter 1 plus 2 plus 3. So what is the answer here? So for that you want to verify how it will come. So answer will be what? So here 1,80,000 our operating activities. Sorry. 1,80,000 is our operating activity. This 1,80,000. 0, 13 minus 5, 8, 1. Okay, so 1,80,000. 230 minus 50. Okay. So here how to calculate? See, our operating activity 1,80,000. Our operating activity is 1,80,000. Our investing activity is 2,60,000. So, okay. So outflow. So it is more one. Is that? So I am adding this. So this is 1. What is 2? Negative figure. 2,60,000. And what is Roman letter 3? This is 20,000. Okay, positive figure. So what do I have to do for easy understanding? So 180 plus 20, 2 lakhs. Then naturally 2 lakhs is cash inflow. Outflow 2,60,000. So you get it what? Our cash net decrease. Correct? That's what? Net decrease. Net decrease. Because within the bracket, you got the answer what? 60,000. How sir? 180 plus 20, 2 lakhs. Okay. Positive figure. So this is 2,60,000. Naturally, 60,000 is what? Our net decrease in cash and cash equivalents within the bracket. Now understood the idea here. That's why when you write like this, you can easily get this amount easily. Otherwise, you become confused. Okay. So here, this is 1,80,000 for operating activities. Okay. So now here, what's your next one? Add. What? Opening balance of cash and cash equivalents. Cash equivalents. How much? See in our book, how much is they given? Opening cash. They given how much? 90,000. Okay, 90,000. So what is our closing cash? Naturally, this is the negative figure. Outflow. So 90,000. So 30,000 in our hand. Okay? That's what. Answer is what? Closing balance of cash and cash equivalents. Okay, that's what our answer. This is our cash flow statement we prepared for the 3 operating activities. Finally, we got it what? Cash used more. Okay, so my opening cash balance 90,000. I used it. Right now, what is my available cash? That's what is 30,000. So cash closing balance of cash and cash equivalents. So you understood that's what your cash flow statement. So the preparation of the cash flow statement. How we are going to write? Simultaneously, you want to open all the 3 activities. You want to draw line like this here. Only 2 columns. Okay, inner column, outer column. Here for next page, you are only 1 column enough. So you want to do like this. Should be very careful wherever bracket, whenever bracket is there, should be very careful for calculation for this problem. Okay. So finally, you understood here how we are going to discuss the accumulated depreciation account prepared, asset account prepared, then provision for taxation also, then proposed dividend also. So especially you should be keeping your mind as a cash flow statement. First one is provision for taxation. So we are going to prepare provision for taxation. First, that you keep in your mind. Okay. Thereafter, whenever they given for the asset account in notes of account, we have to prepare asset account. Then If you give accumulated depreciation, you want to prepare accumulated depreciation account. Thereafter, proposed dividend. Suppose any payment for dividend, you have to prepare the proposed dividend account also. Okay, should be keep in your mind. According to information, you want to open the account. From that only, you can get the information easily. You can substitute. Okay, then simultaneously, how to prepare two places. For example, depreciation I done it here. Because of opening simultaneously, I can do it here also, right? Loss and depreciation, two things, depreciation and loss of fixed asset, correct? So I hope that you understood my cash flow statement. So again, we will do cash flow statement also once again. So please practice well, okay? So I hope that you understood this problem, especially for the NCRT 285 page number and page number, exercise number 7, okay? First you watch the video, then you prepare the same problem once again. Okay, any doubt you have to note that. Okay, I hope that you understood. Okay, thank you very much.